Now, a great philosopher once said, "The hits keep coming and they don't stop coming and they don't stop coming and they don't." I believe that was Smash Mouth. I may be wrong on that. Now, before I get into this video, I gotta say something. I gotta call some people out. 76% of the people who watch these videos are not subscribed. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also like the video. Now, Kenny Omega, it's coming out now that this man is going through it. He's going through it, and I feel very bad for him. He hasn't yet to have surgery. I'm not sure exactly how long he's been on the shelf. It's at least been a month. It's at least been a month, if not over a month. And it's to not even have surgery yet, to not even be on the road to recovery yet, is just, for speaking for his fans, that's got to be disappointing. That's got to be sad. But just speaking for him, I can't imagine the pain he's going through and just the mental anguish and just how he feels mentally, physically on top of that. Jesus Christ, this man's body is going through it. You could tell he was going through it before he even left. He looks hurt. He looks old, and I didn't see prime Kenny Omega. Y'all cannot convince me that this is prime Kenny Omega. Y'all cannot convince me this is the best looking Kenny Omega, because this man looks horrible. He looks like he's going through a match every time I see him. He looks like he's already been in a match backstage when he enters the ring. So, if it wasn't this, it was going to be something else. Unfortunately, it was this, and this is a very serious thing. It basically almost took out Brock Lesnar. When I say took out Brock Lesnar, I mean took out Brock Lesnar. That dude is a beast. If Brock Lesnar slaps your girl in the butt, man, you better let that be, because that's the type of guy Brock Lesnar was, and this almost took him out. So, not to say anything about Kenny Omega, he looks like he could take a couple people in a fight. He could take me in a fight, you know what I'm saying? I think I could get Kenny Omega, especially now. I think I could get Kenny Omega now. That dude can barely walk. I think I could get him. Now, a few AEW fans might not like that, but I could get Kenny Omega now. And, I believe Brian Last of the Jim Cornette show or podcast or experience drive through said that, like, when you get diverticulitis, whatever Kenny Omega and Brock Lesnar had, you got to get some kind of like colostomy bag or something like that. Like, it's bad, bro. Apparently, like, it messes with your stomach really bad. I thought it was a back injury, but nah, I don't know how it happened. I don't know, like, from what I seen with Kenny Omega, it wasn't necessarily the torso that was taking damage for him. It was like the neck. It was limbs. Like, the first Kenny Omega match I ever seen was the John Moxley match, the steel cage match, where Don Phallus, as Jim Cornette would say, betrayed him, and like he hit a V trigger, and I think it broke the door, or it broke the side panel of the cage, and then this man's leg damn near snapped in half like a fucking Twix or a fucking Kit Kat. And for the weirdos who eat it like that, it was nasty, man. It was nasty, and luckily he kind of like contorted his leg enough to where it kind of bent to the side instead of just bent the other way at a 90-degree angle. And, that's what I seen from Kenny Omega. But also, one of the first things I ever seen from Kenny Omega was like taking that back bump off the top turnbuckle to the outside of the ring. And so I'm sure stuff like that adds up, and this is what the AEW fans like. So this is what I'm looking at y'all like. This is the style, Hook. This is what that type of wrestling leads you to. Goddamn Sammy Guevara. Look at Jeff Hardy, Sammy Guevara. Look at Matt Hardy, Darby Allin. Like, this is what that kind of stuff leads to. And, think about it. Brock Lesnar got that stuff, and he was in the UFC, where you get punched for real, for a living. Kenny Omega got this, and you this is cooperation stuff. Like, this is stuff that the balance, the art of wrestling is to make something look like it hurt when it doesn't. And AEW is make something look like it doesn't hurt, and it really fucking does. Like, it's weird, and they got it backwards, and they're hustling backwards, as Russ would say. and it's terrible, and I feel bad for these guys, but they've been warned a lot of times, and everybody has told them, like, slow down, change how you work, but nobody is listening, and this is kind of what happens with it, and I feel bad for you, but it's kind of you reap what you sow type of deal. So y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. It's very fucking sad, and Tony Khan has to put his foot down. He has to change the way that these guys work. I think about a Dante Martin. I think about who's the guy who had his literal head chopped, like brain removed, and I don't know. I think about those guys, and AEW is really going to hurt somebody, man. And whether it's a long-term injury like what Kenny Omega got, or just something tragic like what Dante Martin had, something bad is going to happen in AEW. And, I hate to see it. Like, I don't know. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Again, 76% of y'all are not subscribed. I'm talking to you. Hit the subscribe button, man. Jesus Christ. And like the video as well. Have a beautiful night. Sub to Act. Peace.